Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Back to Basics Dog Training. I hope this video finds everybody staying healthy and safe. So today, talking about healthy and safe, we're going to be discussing what I've been hearing about some of our family dogs right now, with everybody being home, stuck in our homes because of this pandemic. So I've done some research on this, so hopefully you guys will take some of my advice so we can move forward once this pandemic breaks and we can have our dogs better acclimate to when we all go back to work and school. So the first thing I'm going to say is, on average, from what I've done my research on, an adult dog sleeps anywhere from 12 to 14 hours a day. Some dogs more, some dogs less, of course. Um, they're not getting the same sleep pattern as they normally would at this point. I've received a lot of calls. I've seen social media posts, be it Facebook, Instagram, whatever, about family dogs that have been good their whole entire lives. Also, now are nipping at people, biting people, for a lack of better terms. I don't like using that word because I don't think most of it's true bites. But dogs are starting to get cranky. We're interfering with their sleep patterns. Um, they may not sleep the whole time we're out of the house, but they're resting that whole time we're out of the house. That's why, anybody who is very familiar with dogs understands that usually between the hours of 5 and 7, 5 and 8 at night, they get what we call the zoomies, because now we're home and they're being stimulated. Right now, the dogs are being stimulated way, way, way too much. They're not getting the proper amount of rest, and they're reacting towards the annoyance. And it's no different than, mom and dad or whoever, when you come home from work after a hard day, you just want to lay down on the couch for a little bit, and the kids come over and pester you. You're going to growl and snap at them. Leave me alone. I'm tired. Let me rest for a little bit. Our dogs are saying that, but in their language, and unfortunately, their language usually ends up, being a little bit painful. So, with that being said, I love what I'm seeing. I see people out of my neighborhood walking their dogs, interacting with the dogs. I think it's great. I wish we could see more people walking their dogs once this pandemic breaks. But keep in mind, they need some quiet time. Not so much for the family with, adults, just adults in the home, but more so with the families with children in the home. The children got a lot of energy. They don't understand the concept that the dog needs to rest. So if you go for a walk in the morning with the dog, because, hopefully you are walking the dog a little bit more now that we're all stuck at home, let the dog rest. Get into a quiet part of the house. Even if you have to put it into a bedroom or something, let it get some quiet time. Tell the kids, instruct your children to let the dog rest. Remember, like I said, when we're at work or at school, we're at the home 8 hours a day. They may not sleep that whole 8 hours, but they're not up and running and being stimulated by outside sources. Yeah, the mailman may come to the door, or FedEx may, or UPS may, or whatever. They bark for a few minutes. UPS goes away. They did their job. They go back and say, I did my job and I'm going to go rest again. So it's real, real important that you continue letting them get their proper rest cycle. I do believe a lot of the behaviors I've been hearing about, reading about, are due to the fact that these dogs are overly stimulated right now because we're all home, and they need to get that quiet time. So do your best to try to have that happen now. Start it now. It will also make an easier transition when life goes back to semi-normal and we start leaving our homes, and now the dogs are home alone again, and they're like, wait, where did everybody go? Where did everybody go? Because they're so used to being stimulated that now it's going to cause a negative effect when we do go back to work, and our well-behaved dogs that normally just relaxed when we were at work or school are now becoming destructive, chewing up the furniture, getting to the garbage, whatever the case may be. Because we're setting them up for failure. I'd rather you guys set your dogs up for success. Give them that quiet time. Let them nap. Let them have some peace and quiet. When they're resting, and this is going to be hard, and I understand it's going to be hard, try to have the kids calm down. So they're not screaming and screeching in the background. The dog's not getting a good rest anyway. Because remember, when we're not at home, it's quiet. They need that time. I don't know how to stress it enough. I've seen it. One of my customers actually told me, unfortunately, she had COVID-19 and she was in the hospital, in the emergency room, wherever she was. And the doctor actually told her they're seeing an uptick in dog bites. Uh, family dogs reacting. Again, it's stress related. They're cranky, they're irritable, they're overstimulated, and they don't know how to stress that to us other than they do give us a warning. People say they don't, but they always do. They give a warning. We don't read the warning. The next thing is going to be a nip. So again, walk your dogs, interact with your dogs, but keep in mind they need during those hours of 7 to 5 or whatever it is that we're normally not at home, they need an abundance of quiet time so they can get back into a normal routine. It'll help them now, and it will definitely help them when you guys go back to the real world and school starts again. We go back to work, we're out of our homes, so we don't have this quote unquote separation anxiety. We can start the process to having these dogs better acclimate when we go back to work if we start the process today. It's a real sore subject right now. I've seen a lot of posts about it. I've seen people rehoming dogs constantly. Right now, more so than I've seen in a long time. Why? Because the dog nipped or bit somebody and they can't live with this fear, blah, blah, blah. And I understand it. It's all legitimate. There are ways that professional trainers can help you with this. If you're not sure, please always, you know, give us a call. Give a professional trainer a call. If it's not me, give somebody else a call. This is all about the dogs, guys. I've said it a million times. I'll say it again. Together, we can help one family, one dog at a time. Be it me or another qualified trainer. Just do your research on your trainers. I am going to ask you guys, anything that I said in here that you're going to try to do, please put it in the comments below. I want to see if this information is being, can help you guys. So please put your comments down. Say, you know what? I'm going to try walking my dog for half hour, 45 minutes, and I'm going to let it rest for 4 hours. Whatever you think you're going to do to help your dog, put it in the comments below. And again, if you like the channel, you like what you see, some of the videos I posted, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. There's a link down there, my logo on the bottom right-hand corner, I believe. If you scroll over that, a subscribe button will come up. I'll be posting more and more videos out there. I think the next one we're going to talk about is something overexcited, how to get the dogs to calm down a little bit, because I've been seeing a lot of posts about that recently. Again, I welcome all your comments, all your feedback. You guys are my pack leaders. I follow your directions. So again, no anger, no frustration, no nonsense. Let your dogs rest a little bit. Stay healthy, stay safe. God bless, and we'll talk to you soon.